Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to see the road. It's our every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't celebrate. We're the zero holders, so that's what we say. Zero holders, so that's what we say. Say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. None for the money if we live in the tree. We're all on the zeros, our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
GM. Man, surprising shit yesterday. Fresh Modest drop kind of out of nowhere. I hope you boys got into that. We are getting into it today. I cannot wait. Cutie, I think, dude, I don't want to say they're back, but also like there's some really weird things happening right now that they're back in a way they haven't been in like a year for sure, man. Hoods, I'm sorry, dude. I just saw, you in the chat and I realized I didn't reply to you yesterday. I can either give you a reply right now live. I can tell you where I think you should look. If you don't mind waiting a few, quick TLDR, when a mind gives you a little link to like up its cognition, it's usually dropping you at a spot where it's a monthly thing. So it could be that when you got that cognition, it's a reoccurring like $5 thing. I'll show you where you can check for that and cancel it. That might be what it is. So heads up about that. Quickly, let me do some GMs, dude. We got to talk NFTs, mostly NFTs, and a good place to buy. I love questions like that, dude. It's OpenSea. OpenSea's the place right now. You know, I'll show you there too. But dude, I'm diving into the Modest collection because there's a game to it, man. This new Modest collection I'll show in a minute kind of came out of nowhere, although he's been teasing it here for a few weeks or so. And it was like a stealth mint. I didn't realize what was going on, but yesterday I peeked at my wallet and I realized I had a new NFT in it, right? And I thought it was junk and I thought it was spam or whatever. And I'm just looking, I'm like, I'm clicking through and I'm clicking on the artist. And I'm like, well, that's really Modest profile. Like it's really his profile. And so I'm looking and then I jump in the Modest chat and people are talking about minting. And I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. So something is happening. It's a free mint. It's getting airdropped or whatever. And it took a while for me to realize, like I chatted with Henry, he didn't get one. Took a minute for me to realize, like, not everybody got the airdrop. And I kept seeing people talking about a mint. I'm like, wait, what do you mean there's a mint going on? I don't see a website. I don't see anything about a mint. And I finally found there's a mint page, and there was a mint, and it's closed now. And I don't know if it's going to get reopened, but there's something bigger going on that seems to be tied to death and taxes, but also something more. I want to check it out. And there's a weird little mystery in the game here. Some of the pieces in the collection are different. There's different stuff about them. The metadata is different. The type of file is different. And he's even said he's left breadcrumbs kind of all over. So I started diving in this morning. So I got a late start. I got real sidetracked. But I'm going to show you what I found so far, which is nothing crazy, but I'm going to show you what I found. And right now I have OpenClaw diving in further. By the way, OpenClaw, like, man, we had such a great time with it when you basically no limits using Claude, right? And with that throttled back, it's different. It's been, for me, mostly useless because I'm not like a dev. I'm not great with that shit. GPT 5.5 has reopened OpenClaw for me. OpenClaw is back to working like phenomenally. Like OpenClaw is back to working really well for me. And that's because of GPT 5.5. So good shit. Some GMs. Hoods, it's great to see you, buddy. CJ, good to see you, man. I hope your day yesterday was awesome, man. Cutie, good morning. Rocky, good to see you, brother. Hang on, I just got to make sure I'm reading your name right. Dos Caranidas. Good morning, man. Bored Apes, dude, I think Bored Apes, I think they are going back to 20. I think something really cool is happening right now. And 20, it's crazy that we'll get excited about 20. 20 used to be like, it was at one point, it was a holy shit. Bored Apes fell to 20. You know what I mean? Like at one point, it was that. And now it's a holy shit. They're going from 5 back to, they got to 4. So now it's a holy shit. Bored Apes are 10. And I think there's a really good chance they're going to 20. And at that point, gets us into the fall, maybe gets us into early next year. But there's a chance, man, that this is like maybe 25, maybe 30. Maybe we get real silly. I'm not betting on the silly times yet. I'm just not, because I think the economy is still it's so bizarre. Like I can't make sense of it. And nobody can, by the way. I think it's kind of foolish to like predict anything big right now because I don't know. We have no idea what's happening with interest rate cuts, and we have no idea what's happening with a stimmy of any kind. We have no idea. So how do you even guess? We have no idea what's happening with oil. None. So how can we guess how crazy this can get? We can have fun with it though. We can show you some pieces, some things in motion right now that are different, that are exciting. So we'll do that in a quick moment. We're not going to get political really, but like, we saw last night, this is not an assassination attempt, but kind of close. Hang on, Hoods. Let me see. So I don't have access to check. Let me show you what I do. Hang on, let me just show. Hang on, this is real quick. We're going to do some customer support live. How many mines do you have? Because that's kind of what matters the most, is like how many mines. All right. You just go to your mind. You just go to your profile page and you'll see all your mines. And unfortunately, like it's kind of manual, but you click into each one. And fuck, I'm trying to remember exactly. Oh, into each one, if you click add cog, you'll know whichever one charged you. Well, I would hope it told you, but hopefully you don't have too many. Go into add cognition. And there's on this page, it gives you an option on this page to cancel a subscription. So you might have to go like one by one. Let's see, like 4. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, you'll probably have to do this, dude. You'll probably have to go just into each one, check this page, and you'll see an option in here. Actually, I take that back. You might even see an option in here. I haven't subscribed, so I don't know, right? I just pay. I do one-time payments. Check either in here, it'll have a cancel subscription, or it's on the add cognition page. I kind of think it's here. But check that out. Let me know if there's any trouble there, and I will. If you can't figure it out from here, I'll ask one of our devs. But I think that should get you where you need to be. Okay. Yeah, weird night. Hang on, I sent a message in the modest chat. I'm asking if anybody's looking into the PNG thing I found, which they're probably not. It's not a big deal, I don't think. White House Correspondents' Dinner. Some lunatic, dude, this conspiracy theory shit. I love this. Some lunatic ran in with a gun. I don't know if he got any shots off. I think the shots that were heard at it were the police shooting this guy. I think we saw his body on the ground. He's not dead, but also like, man, he didn't look like he was shot. I don't know, but who knows? We're not going deep here. I love Beeple. God damn, do I love this guy. Just always with the thing happening now and doing it in the Beeple way. What a legend, dude. Great people every day yesterday. Fucking phenomenal. And Trump putting out, I think, the most important thing. This, like, man, you can't say it enough. Fucking cool your tits, everybody. Jesus, man. In light of the evening's events, I ask all Americans to recommit their hearts to resolving our differences peacefully. It shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. Nothing is that serious. I know there's some serious shit that really does impact people. I know. I get it. But like, chill the fuck out. I still believe, man, like big time, that we're heading into like a golden age. I really do. I was chatting with a friend a few days ago. I'm like, I don't buy into this whole thing that things are just going to keep escalating and getting crazier. And I don't buy into that at all, man. I think things are about to get like beautiful. Like I really think that. I think things are about to get awesome. I really think that. I think we're about to, like, we talk the AI thing. I think we're about to pull back to community. I think we're about to get offline more. I think we're about to, like, just have fun together. I think so much stupid work that's stressful. And I think the 24/7 fucking hustle culture thing, it's not going away. We still do it, but AI is going to automate so much and we can get back to good shit. That's what I think. I really do think that. And I also think people are just going to get so burned out from fighting all the time. And there's going to be something that brings us together. It might actually be the alien thing too. It might be. So we'll see. The weird thing here with this guy, the guy's name is Cole Allen. Even the hate group, it's true, dude. It's all fake. And like, last point on this, but like what I was saying is the thing that makes me so sure that people are burned out on this, and we talked about it last year, the 6-7 meme. The 6-7 meme, where you have a whole arena of people that'll celebrate a score that hits 6-7, and the whole arena erupts like celebrating together because you just want that together thing. You like vibing together. And I'm like, dude, that's such a big sign of like what we actually want. That's like what we want, is to just like be connected in a like a positive way. And then I saw this story, he was talking about years ago when George W. Bush gave like a breath mint to Michelle Obama. And it was a viral story because, like, what? They're friends? What? And people loved it. And I'm like, that's what people want. People just want like the friendships and to get along and the whatever. Like, it doesn't matter if you have different, like, nobody agrees on everything and we're gonna fucking fight about everything. Crazy. Yeah, I think it's coming, dude. And I think it's part of this whole like economic thing that I think's coming in the next 5-ish years too. Like this, like a really weird thing, a really cool thing. We got to do it. Okay, conspiracy theory shit. Because we got to do that. The shooter's name is Cole Allen. This could be total coincidence because it's like kind of a common name. Cole Allen. Kind of common name, right? So I don't read too much into this. But, first thing people do, stop it, Marty. Good to see you, man. What's up, Edge? Good morning. Okay. People start searching for social media accounts for Cole Allen, right? Well, there's an account. It's not named Cole Allen, but it's made one tweet. That tweet said Cole Allen. That's it. That's all it is. It's a Pepe meme in a suit, in a tux, black tie, white shirt. And it says Cole Allen. And then his wallpaper, his like banner is like time machine. Like, come on. I mean, like, this is, I think it's total coincidence. I think it's so stupid, but also don't know. Marty, you think this is staged? I wouldn't doubt it's staged. I don't doubt any of that shit. Because I also don't doubt you know. I'm about to put the tinfoil yarmulke on. Like, man, I don't know. Could be staged. It really could be. I know people are taking like the press secretary lady saying, hey, shots will be fired tonight as oh, this is a setup. Like, come on, that's like pretty low IQ. But, and I think this is just coincidence too. Cole Allen is not like the most, that's not like the most uncommon name. It's not. But it's also weird. Cole Allen, Pepe meme, dressed up like Trump with a banner that says time machine. It's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. All right, 2 NFTs in a second. Just some good news. Just some good news for my King Gizzard bros out there, which is none of you. You don't think coincidence like at all. I could go either way, but at all. Hey, well, that could be. This has been like the longest dry spell for a new album from King Gizzard. And we're getting one. I'm just gonna play the clip. I know none of you give a shit, but I do. And I gotta just let me. It'll help me get in the zone. And then to Modest. And then the NFTs, which are not back, but also are kind of back. It's just a matter of, are they back for a week or are they back for a year? That's the question, right? That's the question. Are they back for a year? Or are they back for like a week or a month or whatever, right? Like, how long does it last? That's what people are really asking here. Check it out. New King Gizzard album. They've been working on an album that was supposed to be bluegrass, right? They've got Billy Strings that had flown to Australia that was recording with him and stuff, who just broke his leg. So I was expecting like their recent stuff had been kind of folky, kind of bluegrassy, whatever. So I'm expecting like a bluegrassy jammy album. And then this is the clip they dropped. I got no audio. I could use way more of that in my life. But dude, I've been hearing about Billy Strings forever, and I don't listen to him because I don't listen to bluegrass, and I should. But because I heard he was gonna collab on this album with him, I went and got all into Billy Strings. He's fucking amazing, dude. So yeah, Billy Strings is gonna be on this new King Gizzard album. I can't wait. Now, maybe even with all the electronic shit. So I'm pumped, man. I can't wait. Hang on. Wonder what they got on that Weitzman guy to make him buy all those in it. Dude, nail on the head. In fact, like we gotta mention him, man. We gotta mention him because like look, you can get excited about all this stuff going on. And it's a great point. Like, is there something on Adam? Or like Adam said like 2 weeks ago, because people are like, dude, just like you're all worried about Michael Saylor, and if Michael Saylor is going to dump all his Bitcoin at some point and crush Bit, well, what about Adam Weitzman and his thousands of bored apes and his thousands of what you know what I mean? Like he's got I don't know if he's thousands of bored apes, but thousands of other deeds, and he's got a ton of heavy metal stuff, and he's got a ton of like codas, and he's got a ton of bored apes. He's the biggest holder, I think, across all those Yuga E collections. Right? It's like, well, what happens when he starts selling? And Adam came out like it was just a week ago, and he said, I'm never selling. Like I don't buy this to sell. He said he's never sold an NFT. So it's like, okay, it's just this is a billionaire. This is a billionaire just collecting and supporting because he loves it, or Marty could be onto something too, because Marty's got a lot of stuff he shared with me about Gordon. And if you read about Gordon's history, there's some really interesting shit there. Hang on a sec. I don't see this is the stuff I love because I don't doubt any of it because I think everything's compromised and I think everything's a fucking uh act, an era cover, even something like that, right? Okay, so yep, yeah, guys, dude, dead serious. If you're interested in going down to like a really weird rabbit hole, go down the Gordon Goner rabbit hole and learn about his family, learn about his dad. It's really really weird. It's like it's fascinating. It's that I don't know. I've gone down some of what Marty sent me, and I'm like, huh. Like it's like CIA kind of shit, but it might be deeper than that. Or Marty can drop stuff in the chat or whatever. It's interesting stuff. Anyway, the point is, I see the Bored Ape sales. We had more big Bored Ape sales yesterday. $250,000 spent on these three, more than a quarter mil, by the way, but on these three gold Bored Apes. And I'm like, damn, that's a good sign again. And I respect Yuga Labs. I don't care about Bored Apes. I don't have any desire to have one. Like, you know where I'm at with Bored Apes. I'm rooting for them too. I am. But like, so I got no skin in the game, right? I'm just trying to be super objective. And I love Pauly and Ryder. So I'm trying to be super objective about all of it. So I see this, I'm like, that's fucking awesome. And I saw that they actually came from Jimmy. You guys remember Jimmy.eth from Avastars and NFT 42 and Jimmy, the guy who left us, which I still hate. I hate that. I met Jimmy in person. I love the dude. Like, I really liked that. I liked him. I still like him, right? I don't dislike anyone. But I met him in person, chatted with him online, a few times, but met him in person. Great guy. Was going to come on this show at some point. And I started feeling a different kind of way about Jimmy, not as a person, anything like that, but him starting to shit on the space, him starting to shit on people making money in the space and how they were making money. And I get if you want to shit on people making money and scammy shit, but he was mad that people were flipping NFTs and like doing that. And I'm like, brother, this guy made tens of millions, if not $100 or $200 million flipping NFTs. But when other people started doing it, he thinks the space has changed and it's gross and he doesn't want to be a part of it. And turns out, he's kind of right. The space is dirty. He was right then in a way. I just didn't like that kind of energy that him doing it was cool. That's the way you're allowed to do it. But if you do it any other way, or if you do it what looked like his way and you were successful, makes his not look as cool. I don't quite get what it was. But Jimmy boogied. Jimmy's gone. Deleted his accounts. He's gone. And I think we need guys like that in this space. It's part of what's been missing from NFTs. It is like guys like Jimmy leaving this space is part of what killed this space, killed NFTs. And we need a guy like him back. And it's why I kind of think it's interesting getting hang on, who's the dude that came back? The 3D glasses dude. What's his name? It's not Spencer. Richard coming back. It's guys even like that. We need those guys coming back. When they come back, and only when those kind of guys come back, do we resume like a golden NFT run. And so having a Richard back is really good. If we ever get a Jimmy back and a Pranksy back full throttle, I know what people think of Pranksy now too. I get it, right? But we need those guys back here for the love of the game. We need them. Franklin's back. I mean, Franklin had a Bored Ape tweet. Not even him. I'm talking like the big thought leaders, OGs, the guys who really kind of built this space. Jimmy was one of those guys, and we need them back. If we ever gonna get one of those NFT things again, we need them. We need a Jimmy. I don't know if he'll ever come back. Why would you when you made your $100 million? That's, guys, by the way, that's the kind of money those early NFT OGs made. It wasn't like 5 mil. It wasn't 20 mil. It wasn't 50 mil. Those guys like the Pranksies and the Jimmies and the Cocos and those guys made like 100, 200, $500 million. That's the kind of money those guys made. Crazy. On JPEGs, on pictures. So anyway, saw that. I'm like, yeah, good. More of that shit. And I'll start believing we could be more back than not back. Right now, it's just a phase. But that's better than we've seen in a minute. People willing to spend that on any kind of NFT. Okay. Here's a couple other big sales. And I'm going to show you why I think this matters less. Because it's like what Marty just said, actually. Okay, so we get the 3 gold Bored Apes sold for 125 ETH, so 282 grand. A Trippy Ape sold for 50 ETH. This is all I think of the past 24 hours. We got an M2, what is that, a mutant? For 6 ETH. Not a ton, right? But, like 14 grand for a mutant. Like, great sign. It's a great sign. Except that it was Adam that bought those gold apes. You know what I mean? It's the guy who's got, like, for whatever reason, some kind of reason to be supporting Bored Apes and Yuga Labs the way he does. Either he just loves them and it's like his passion thing. And there's things out there, I'm trying to think what, but there's things out there I would spend money on with no expectation, any kind of return because I love them. So maybe that's Adam and Yuga Labs. That could be. That could just be the thing he loves the most and it doesn't matter and he does it like for the love of the game. It could be that. But you see those sell, and it's not the same as some rando coming in or some new millionaire coming in and being like, shit, this stuff's in it. Like, I get it now. The whole I get it now. We need more of that to happen too, by the way. But it's not a new person coming in and it clicked and he's like, give me the best shit out there. I'm in. It's not that. It's Adam, the guy who keeps doing it. And I want him to keep doing it, by the way, too. But it was Adam that bought it. So to me, the sale doesn't mean the same thing. Doesn't mean the same as somebody else buying it. It just doesn't. So yeah, NFTs feel pretty good right now, but back, something special, something that's not just like short term kind of right now. I don't know. We'll see. What does help is what Luke is doing, and I know Henry. I think this fucking gets him raging. Not raging, but you know what I mean. Like Henry revealed his power level, and he's not happy with anybody in this space. Well, in a way, he is happy. This is Henry happy, not giving a fuck, which is great. A year ago, I think maybe it was even 2 years ago at this point, but there was a point where Lucas said, I'm getting ready to go shopping on mainnet and buying a whole bunch of NFTs. And it was the thing we talked about on the show saying, hey, man, like this space might be ready to explode because price is going up. It's getting fun. Actually, this might have been 2 years ago because I think it was happening when ordinals were cooking. So I think it was 2 years ago. So I'm like, we might be ready to really have some fucking fun here if ordinals are hot, and then Luca comes in and starts doing what Gordon would do, which is just buy some great NFTs. It's like it really gets shit rocking. It never happened. Luca never bought, and if he did, it wasn't publicly. I like Luca a lot, like a lot. But it never happened, dude. The NFT buys never happened. Never saw him on the timeline. Now they're happening though. And I hope you've seen, he's been tweeting out on the timeline everything he's bought. Now I got a list for you, but we can even scroll. Grabbed himself an X copy. Love that. Bought himself a Moonbird. Love it. And when he buys them, he tweets out, what it is he loves, respects about that team and their brand and whatever it is they're doing. So got himself a Moonbird. It's a good buy. Bought himself. What is that? I get confused with all the. It's a Remilio. Okay. Yeah, I get confused between all the Remilia kind of branded shit. But I like him for the culture. He should have bought a Project Eon, and I hope he does still. Bought one of those. Bought an Azuki. Right, going on that shopping spree. Bought his first V friend. Love to see it. Love it. I love Gary V, man. Bought a Wreck guy. I love that too, man. OSF, one of my favorite people in this space. Wreck guy, Wreck drinks, Wreck brands, Wreck coin, everything about that ecosystem I love. Bought a, what is that, a heavy metal? Bought a heavy metal. Bought a chimper. Dig it. Bought a quirky. Another good buy. Bought a mutant. Did he buy a mutant? Yeah, he might have. Yeah, I think he bought a mutant. What did he get here? On-chain heroes. Bearish. Bought one of these. There's the mutant. Bought a GVC. There we go. Bought a Vibey. And did he buy another Pudgy? Yeah, he bought a Pudgy. So there's his buys. What's up, DK? Good to see you, man. There's his buys. There's the list. We ran through them all. Bought a rod. Didn't buy a Cyberkong. There's still something about Cyberkongs that people don't like. And there's something about Luca and Cyberkongs that he doesn't give him any attention. And like, this is where Henry and I kind of diverge a bit. I love the path Henry's on, and he shouldn't change anything about it. But I also, and let me pull up Henry's account. You don't need to be friends with everybody. You don't. But it's times like this that it costs you. If Henry wants to, and he doesn't want, by the way, Luca in, like he doesn't give a shit. But I think it'd be great to have Luca in, like praising the. I think it'd be great to have Luca praising Kongs because they deserve it. But Henry tweeting out Luca Net's crushing on all the NFT projects with Mindshare is adorable. It's right. It's like he's right. That's what Luca's do. It's what he's doing. It works. You buy the projects who got the Mindshare. It's great for your fucking account. And I think Luca genuinely likes all those projects a lot, but he's not touching Kongs. And this kind of energy, I think, while I love it, and I love to see Kongs going down a different path, right? It's not the friendly fucking, traditional Web3 IP route. I like them sticking to like what they are, which is like, they're going. I've mentioned this before, and people don't like the comparison, but I'm going to make it still. I think it's right. They're going down more the Milady path, and they haven't fully leaned into that, but they're going down that kind of path, just as their own thing, their own lane. Fuck everybody else. We're just going to do what we're doing, and I like that, and I respect it. I do, but I think that costs you too, because they don't have the cultural thing that Milady has. They don't have that. I hope they get it. I hope that. I love them. Cyberkong's my favorite. So I hope they get it. I can even say we. I hope we get it. I'm a Kong. But I know for sure this energy costs the Cyberkongs. It costs us. It does. If you're going to go and complain on the timeline or, kind of bitch about the way things are, that's like the impression. That's the taste you're leaving in people's mouths when they're thinking about buying stuff. They're fucking always like dunking on people and shit talking this and shit talking that and whatever. And like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it works. And it doesn't need to change either. That's the path they're on. And I think it's maybe it's the right path for Kongs, but Luke is not going to buy a Cyber Kong when that's the kind of talk on the timeline. He's just not. So, it is what it is. What's up, Patrick? Good morning, sir. So yeah, Luke is not going to buy a Kong. I hope he does, but it's the same thing. Gordon Goner, when he goes on his buying sprees, doesn't buy a Kong. Adam Weitzman hasn't bought a Kong. None of those big guys who actually do move the needle a bit, like people follow him into shit. None of them bought Kongs. None of them. So just got to point it out. They haven't bought it. They're not going to buy it. Kook is buying NFTs. I think that's pretty interesting. Right? Kook is awesome, dude. He's fucking awesome. He's got great instinct. Out of all the guys here on crypto Twitter, You know, like whose spidey senses do I trust? I trust his like a ton, dude. Like a ton. Bought 2 blue chip Grail NFTs. Thinking the top end of the market will run 2 to 3x from here. Love it. That puts Bored Apes at maybe 20 to 30 ETH. And if you're talking just like kind of total market cap, whatever, I think we're over 2 bill now. I think that's right. I don't think we're not going to see the highs we saw 21, 22. That's not what we're doing right now. But are we doing something like what happened with the Ordinals 23, 24? Yeah, we might be doing something like that, which has been like awesome. That'd be awesome to see. There's gonna be some money to be made over the next year and a half, I hope. I really do think, yeah, I really think so. I think there's gonna be a lot of and I think some easy money to make, and I think some big money to make. I think it's gonna be there. You could have cooked in Ordinals. You could have walked away with well into the 6 figures if you played that stuff. Right now, I think there's going to be some opportunities to make some silly money. And I'm pumped for it, man. And it's not surprising. The Yank, good morning, man. Dude, nothing about it surprising. For months and months and months, we've been saying it here. Pay attention. That we've been right. We've been saying pay attention. Like, I don't give a shit if you trade it or not, but pay attention to it because something is happening. It is building. And I keep saying the dominoes fall, and one domino falls, you're buying and you're starting to make money, and you're telling your buddies, like, fuck you, dude. Like, I'm not touching NFTs again. But they keep seeing you making money, and they're like, fuck it, I'll get one. That domino fell, and it'll just keep falling. Dude, for whatever reason, I've never loved Nat Cats. I like them, respect them, whatever, but I've never felt like that's something that's going to have like a crazy upside. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like I really like them. But it's never been one of those ones that feels like it has that thing that's going to make it like, oh shit, I got to have a Nat Cat. I wish I had that with it. I do. And like I'm deep in ordinals. Like I love that stuff. I have so many ordinals. But I never got that feel with Nat Cats. I don't think I ever owned one. For that reason, I just never felt the magic, that thing. And it's got to have that thing. But Kook buying is a really good sign. Like a really good sign. Love it. Floors move up in ETH terms. ETH moves up in USD terms. Should 3x my USD in a few months. Okay, in a few months. So we're talking, by the summer. Awesome. He's got a high batting average. Kook is awesome. He's really, really good. And I like this take too. And I totally agree. NFTs are better than meme coins. Like meme coins, more explosive, more whatever, but meme coins also so much easier to manipulate. And meme coins are fucked. And meme coins fucked us. And the people like gaming the whole meme coin ecosystem fucked us too. But this is right. For an NFT to pump 100x, all that has to happen is for everybody to just delist or list higher or control the supply or whatever. And NFTs like allow that because there's 10,000 of this collection. And a lot of the biggest holders hold a bunch. And so they really can control that market. They really can. You can do some really wild shit with NFTs. And the pace is better. A lot of us, probably us boomers, like we like the pace better. It's slower, man. Like, let's drag this out over some weeks. Let's not make this happen over like 24 hours and you better be in and out or you're dead. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, I love that, but I'm not that, well, I was going to say not interested. I am interested in it, but I love this way more. I love the pictures, and I think the community part is wicked fun. NFTs are a way better way to speculate, I think. I think there's less fuckery in NFTs, but there's plenty of fuckery in it too, but less than with meme coins, or at least with NFTs, it feels more transparent. It feels like you get it. You can read it better. I can read it better. So I dig that. Anon, wonder if there's kind of more going on. Moonship, I'm going to show in a second because there's a new phase to Death and Taxes, which is kind of cool. I like this, dude. Yeah, dude, I like BitTensor a lot. They lost their biggest subnet, though, right? The biggest project on BitTensor left like 3 weeks ago, and they took a huge hit because of it. So I like BitTensor. I would say this. Keep going down the BitTensor rabbit hole, but go in the repo rabbit hole. Like, go down the repo rabbit hole. They're the next BitTensor, I think. It's a different kind of thing, but also like close enough to it. Look at repo. They just got a Kraken listing, and I think they got some funding, like big funding, maybe from Kraken too. They got some big funding, though. Repo, I think, is going to be a monster. I meant to shout out Repo a few weeks back. It was like down to like 20 mil, maybe even like 15 or something. I meant to tell like this group, and especially in one of my private chats, be like, guys, I think repo is going to be a monster, and actually, let's just peek because I think repo's cooking right now, and I think they're going to keep cooking. Yeah, what's repo? Repo's at 24 mil. If we get hot, repo's going to be 100. And you guys might remember this from a while back too. Like repo got to like 50 mil, and now like all the calls I made on repo hit. FTV got to like 50 or 60 mil. All the calls I made hit. Every single level I was saying it would get to, it hit. So even right here, what is this? 9 mil market cap. Repo's going to 50, and if things get hot, repo's going to 100. Repo's like super legit. So go down that rabbit hole. But death and taxes looking really fucking good. I'm gonna show the treasury. I'm gonna show how many are left. But the new collection Modest put out that we're gonna dive into, it's attached. I think it's attached to death and taxes. So we got to look at that too. Anon saying this is starting to feel like really kind of all of a sudden, right? Like NFTs all of a sudden looking pretty spicy, and it's true. Like it feels like it's kind of out of nowhere. But again, it kind of I felt it. It felt really organic, and it felt like that was our bottom as far as if this is our foundation, man, we are going to be in a good spot. And I wasn't picturing right now though. I was picturing in like 3 or 4 or 5 years. We're going to be in a great spot. If this is who we have that just loves this shit. And we got guys like Modest out here creating and being creative and getting people excited, and the money's pretty good. Felt pretty good. So he's saying, hey, there's got to be more though, right? There's got to be some alpha behind the scenes. Like what's going on here? Is it leaking out that the Clarity Act is getting close to passing, right? Is there something going on with institutional bidding on JPEG? Like, no, I don't think so. All of a sudden, though, his timeline shifted away from meme coins and it's NFTs. It's as simple as what D-Farmer's saying, though, I think. More buyers than sellers. That's it. There were very few of us trading NFTs the past 5 or 6 months. Now more people are trading. It's that simple. And there's good shit. And there's not a lot of it. Right? You slow down the mints. You have good quality people, the people that were left trading, but the other side of it too. The guys who are there creating are really good. It's the Modest. It's guys like that. Really good shit, high quality people doing actually like thoughtful stuff. It's fucking awesome. It's awesome. It is. It's great to see. Okay. So death and taxes and Modest and everything going on here. So good, man. Edge, I like to play because here's what's really interesting about this new Modest collection. I don't think it's going to be like a 10K collection. I think it's going to be real small. I think it's going to be a real small collection. Okay, here is the new Modest pieces. So like yesterday, bought a GVC. Well, I like that play, man. I think these are going to be an ETH and a half in, a month or so. But let's see. We still got to see what this market does, but I think GVC, I'm going to 2x that. I think people should be chucking offers at mementos, by the way. I'm tempted to delist this monkey right now because I think monkey's coming to play in the new collection. But yeah, here's the new collection. What are they called again? I can't even. Proxy, is that the name? Yesterday, randomly, I saw this guy in my wallet, and I'm like, thought it was spam. Like I just thought it was spam, and I didn't think anything of it. And then I looked at it again. I'm like, well, let me just peek at the collection. I'm like, all right, it says Modest in my hidden folder. I have a whole bunch of fake Modest stuff, though, right? You get these guys who just like mint fake shit, and they do it on the Shape blockchain, or they'll do it on Base, and they airdrop it to you, or they mint it right to your wallet. It's to trick you, right? But hang on, God, they're really cool. But I click on the artist name, and it goes right back to actually Modest. I'm like, oh shit, dude, this thing is actually real. Like that's a real Modest. And I'm like, where did that come from? So like I'm doing some digging here, and I'm trying to figure out like, yeah, why did I get it? Where did it come from? What's going on with this collection? By the way, let me pull this up real quick too. Death and taxes. 161 citizens left, 246 ETH. I think we did it yesterday. It's something like 3.5 ETH for each person when they win, right? This is going to get down to 69 citizens. Final 69 split the treasury. So 246 divided by 69. Wait. Come on. 246 divided by 69. Yeah, 3.5, almost 3.6 ETH per. This is going to go on for a while still, but pretty spicy. So we get this new proxies collection. There's like just under 700 of them. So it showed up on my wallet, and I'm trying to figure out still how did I get it. So I messaged Henry. I'm like, dude, did you get an NFT from Modest? And he didn't. And I'm like, oh, just keep watching because I think he's still minting them and airdropping them. So I'm like, yeah, keep looking. And it never showed up. And so I'm in the Modest group chat, and I'm just asking, like, where did this come from? Like, what's going on? They're like, yeah, that's from the new mint. And I didn't get an answer directly, right? I was just being told it's from the new mint. And I'm like, okay. And then I see messages come through. It was like, oh, I just minted this. I just minted. I'm like, wait a second. What do you mean you minted it? Like, I'm like, what collection got the airdrop? And they say evaders, evaders or citizens got the airdrop. I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm like, okay, well, then Henry should get it still, right? And then I'm just like thinking more and more. I'm like, wait, but like how? What's the criteria? Because clearly not everybody got one, and I should have a bunch more because I have like what? I have I have evaders spread across like 4 wallets, and I'm looking, and finally somebody answers, it's only if you got into tier 5, meaning you paid your taxes, and when you paid and got past certain points, it put you in a different tier group. So that one that I had that I kept paying and paying and paying and took him so far and eventually, bowed out. This guy here made it to that like tier 5 thing or whatever. And so that's why I got this guy airdropped. That's why. None of my other ones I got an airdrop because I didn't get him far enough. And then I found the mint link. And let me pull it up. I wish I knew supply. I wish I knew anything about this. I wish I knew. But when I checked the site yesterday, here it is. This is something that here, let's pull up Modest too. All right. Fuck, I love Modest, man. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's been tweeting about this for like weeks now. He's like, I'm gonna scroll back actually a bit. He's been teasing this for weeks. That's a tease of it. That's a tease. He's got all this cryptic stuff in here. He's been sharing all this like robot stuff. I don't know if it's like an agent. I don't know if it's some like agent thing with robots or whatever. I'm not exactly sure, but he's been teasing this for a while. And again, very cryptic, very like coded shit, like all over the place. There we go. Like there's one, right? Bad robot. Well, like this is part of the new collection. The stuff he's tweeting is from the new proxies collection. A lot of stuff like that. Never saw him, dude. Never saw him tweet a link to the collection though to mint it. I don't know where it went from. By the way, that one is badass. Someone minted that. I think that's probably the grail of the collection. But he's been teasing and teasing and teasing, and he said he's left breadcrumbs like all over. Even something like this, which is, let me ask OpenClaw, because I've been using OpenClaw now to try to like decipher a lot of this shit. I'm not gonna play it, but the whole thing. But um, I think even this stuff, he's got code all over. And I don't know if he's translated the code right there, the cipher shit. But like this here deciphers to what? System propagating evaders assemble. So like he's got code everywhere. OpenClaw said, so yeah, this is part of the cipher puzzle language. Also, evaders matches the token 42 white rabbit clue. Let me peek at token 42 because this is where shit gets really interesting. There's some weird shit throughout the collection. 42, is that the white rabbit one? Here, let's do this. Oldest. Let's go here. Nope, hang on. Did these mint out of order? I'm trying to get to like token 42. I don't think that'll get me there. Oh, maybe it will. Let me peek. Yeah, there we go. There's token 42. It might be a special one. This one might be a special one. I'm not sure. By the way, Modest does that might be a special one. Modest does like really he usually gives perks, benefits, or whatever to like special. Oh, I'll say it like this: when you minted a citizen using mementos, you got some extra perks on your NFT. This trait right here, FP5, so getting into that tier 5 thing, having your citizen survive long enough, you get that trait. And that trait's got a bit higher floor, right? 0.18. There might be something with these NFTs here. There's 289 of them. So it's almost half the collection. It's a third of the collect. Yeah, like between, it's like, I don't know. It's like 40% of the collection. These ones right here might have like some kind of extra thing. I don't know what that would be. But there's shit all throughout this collection, all throughout it. Okay, so I find the site yesterday. You go into it. I'm gonna mute it, and to start, you pick one of three models: this domestic assistant, this executive proxy, this enterprise mode, whatever. You pick like I think like the character model, and from there, you either can just mint it like this, right? Check out, or you can pick a couple things, right? Between I don't even know the core processor, neural net standard or quantum neuristic drive, right? All these things you can switch this stuff. And I don't know if the little check that goes in that window means anything. I don't know because some of them have a check when you pick it, some of them don't. So I have no idea. So I went through and I was looking like wasn't even sure who's eligible to do this, right? Um Turned out all evaders were whitelisted to mint too, but there was only 400 something of them total, right? So there was like 300 or so airdropped for that TFFP5 or whatever it was called, that whatever tier 5 thing is. There's like almost 300 of those airdropped. There were 400, I think 427 that were open to mint. And it said pre-sale. So I guess I'm expecting that he opens this up and there's going to be like a public sale, but also maybe not. It might be that there's like a memento sale. I'm not sure. So I went through and I bought two. Trying to think how I did it exactly. I got my airdrop. I bought two. They look pretty cool. Bitcoin 77.5. Love it, dude. We need to check prices here in a minute. Yeah, so I bought two. I think I went back and bought two more. I think that's what it was. Yeah. So got this one. Yeah. Minted two. Yep. Minted these two. Dig them. Right. I just dig him. I love his animated shit. He uses AI and most of his stuff is animated. And I'm like, fuck, man, because they're over the floor, they're above mint price 0.069. And these were selling at one point for like 0.12. I'm like, well, shit. Maybe I sell one and I go roll the dice again and mint two more. Again, 4 wallets, multiple evaders. So I could have minted like 8. I think, and I do think it was wallet specific, by the way. I think my wallet with a bunch of them in it, I think I still was only eligible for 2. But across them all, I think it was eligible for 8. Minted 4. Was thinking about selling it, rolling the dice again. I was just sitting on it, man. I didn't do it fast enough. I wasn't sure they were going to mint out, which is stupid. Woke up this morning, minted out. Sales over. Gravity, good morning, man. Sale is over. So now there's no mint. Now a secondary's it. And how they looking? 0.1. 0.1, not bad. Not bad. Let's see what he's cooking, by the way. Let's see what these have to do with things, because actually on the site, some of these things are kind of interesting. Let me find one of these models here actually mentions death and taxes. Let me see if I can find the one. There is something about this that plays into death and taxes still. Pretty sure. Which one is it? Hang on. Oh, IRS tracked. That one, IRS tracked. So I minted 2 from this. When I see IRS in this thing, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think there's going to be a death and taxes like little like interplay here. Don't know what it is, right? But so he keeps hinting, and I need to give here. Let me give my OpenClaw this website. Okay. I gave the CA, I gave the contract address to my OpenClaw, and I said, "Hey, scan, just check everything here. Like, tell me what here like stands out as weird, or like it's a puzzle, it's a cipher, so there's got to be some stuff hidden like all over the place. There's got to be." I think Modest had tweeted something that somebody was like on the trail. Somebody like right here you go. The breadcrumbs are everywhere. It's a white rabbit thing, like Alice in Wonderland kind of shit. Um, hang on, what does this say? All right, my open claw's thinking right now. So hang on, let's just scroll. I did find something though, but I'll share that in a second. They're so good looking. What's up, BTC? Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. How you feeling? You feeling good, man? Feeling good about where we're at? Okay. OpenClaw said, I gave it the website. What's he saying? He's saying hidden flow, pick any surrogate model, select two rebel options, the reveal, blah, blah, blah. It asked for an ax. This is interesting. When you minted, there was an override code you could enter, and I didn't know what the code is. It's telling me, and maybe it's on the site right now, it's telling me the override code is 5ILAS. Doesn't mean shit now, I don't think. He said that unlocks subnet 0 anomaly mainframe. So I think it unlocked a whole other class you could actually mint. Silas. I think it unlocked a whole other class you could mint. It also said there's a second contract listed as uplink contract. What does this do? It says it's emitted uplinked events, current storage count, for 72 uplinks so far. Important. Okay. So hang on. Let me ask him what that little cipher I sent him is. Okay. That little cipher, he said, it says proxies are only part of the story. Find the uplink, find Silas. Okay. So we have the code for Silas now. Can we do anything with that? So when I gave him the CA, I said scan for anything different, weird, whatever. He pointed out a few tokens for me where like I'm looking through the collection. I'm assuming everything's animated. By the way, I think this is like a real minor thing, but also don't know. And he pointed out this token 514. I bought it because it was listed 0.15. I'm like, fuck it. I'm playing the game. So he pointed this one out specifically, saying he spot checked the token URIs, the metadata. He said this one is on its own IPFS like link. It's on its own, like it's different. This one's on a different, like its metadata is hosted in a different place than the rest. And I looked at it and I compared it to some of the other metadata, right? Like here's some metadata. And I'm just looking at these links here, like this part especially, like where is it hosted? And I'm checking a few and I see, yeah, hosted that way, named like this. It's a GIF. And I check this one, same thing, hosted same place. It's a GIF hosted here. This one's a PNG. And so this already, like, I'll show you what I was thinking, but this already kind of changes what I was looking for. But that one, token 514, its name is listed different in the metadata. And at that point, when I looked it up, it was the only one I found that was a PNG, not a GIF. It's not animated, right? It's just a PNG. I'm like, well, shit. If we're looking for something that's different, that has maybe a different role in the story or something like that, like that one stands out. That one stands out. It was that simple. I bought it just for that reason alone, because I do stupid shit like that. So I did. And then I was checking more. Like I just went through the collection. I started spot checking shit. And I found more that are PNGs, right? Like hang on. Now these are all animated. Most of them are animated. By the way, the ones that are black look so good, right? Because when they animate, they look so good. This guy right here is also a PNG, but not as many of them are PNGs. Now, I don't know, it could just be an error. It could just be it just could be like a glitch. Maybe they were supposed to be animated, or maybe the collection's meant to be a mix of GIFs and like these PNGs, just static images. I don't know. This one looks like a PNG too. But I'm looking for just like what's setting some of these apart. Yeah, there's a PNG. Hosted on that other uh the most common location. So I have right now OpenClaw looking for I had him spot checking every token. Now I have him looking at every token. Look at every token and tell me anything that might stand out and be different. Because I think some of these have like a much bigger role in whatever this thing is, just like with death and taxes. Just like with death and taxes, some of those pieces were different. They had different powers, basically. Um, Let me see if he's done checking all the tokens. Because I want to see if anything's been found out that's different. Okay. I told him I bought token 514. Um, what did he say about why it's different? Here we go. He did a random sample. He said token 1 through 269 point to one specific place. Token 270 to 696, which is the final size, point to this other specific location. And he said only token 514 points to the location that mine is on. It could be it could be a fluky thing. It could be that I don't know. I don't like, right. I've never designed a collection and had to deal with like uploading this stuff. But token 514 lives in a different location for whatever reason. And it's named differently than the rest too. At least the name that's like, and it also could be because where it lives, it just displays it different. I don't know. But there's something different about this guy, and it's probably nothing. But this is the kind of shit you got to start doing. Okay, so I asked him. Okay, I asked him again to scan the rest of them. So I'm seeing where he's at. He said token URI wise, yes, he scanned all 696. Full media metadata wise, not yet. The gateway rate limited after 153 metadata files. I'm resuming it slow. Okay, so he got rate limited. He's slowing it down. Okay. So all 696 token URI values he checked. That's how we know token 514 is the only standalone metadata that's not hosted with the rest of them. All of them, he's talking about their image file right now. He's trying to verify where all the images are stored and see if anything else is stored in a different location. Okay. So I bought this fucking thing based on just its metadata being hosted in a different place. It's like a really weak thesis. It's really weak link to it being like different. But it's something. It's something. You got to start finding what is different here. Because man, with Modest, I think with Modest, it pays to find that unique shit. Well, we saw it. We saw some of his we saw some of his NFTs selling for fucking 5 ETH. You know, we're talking $10,000. $10,000. It's worth it to find some stuff like that. Boy, these look good. It's a good looking collection. I just wonder what it's going to do. I wonder how it's going to tie into death and taxes, but I wonder what more there is to it. And I wonder if we're going to see some spicy upside. If this collection is capped at 696, spicy. I think we see these at a quarter ETH. I'm not picturing anything massive, by the way. I'm just not. I'm not thinking anything crazy. I don't think you got to chase these at all. But if we get spicy out there, man, you never know. There's not many PNGs, by the way. I will mention that. Like, pretty much, it looks like 90% of these are all animated. It's probably nothing. But why would some of them not be? Hang on, that one doesn't seem like it's animated. Again, it probably doesn't matter. No, that one is. That one is. So why is 514 hosted somewhere else? And does that fucking matter at all? It is the only one hosted there. Is there any reason that could matter? I don't know. It's The reason I don't know is I know, dude, Moonship, this shit eats me up. I this is the kind of shit I'll stay up for like 3 days straight and obsess over. It could be totally nothing. It could just be a design choice. Like, hey, we ran out of storage in that place. It could literally be that for why it saved somewhere else. And as far as why it's a PNG, it could just be because it's not meant to be animated. Or it could be there was some kind of issue, like it was supposed to be saved as a GIF. It was supposed to be animated and just got fucked up, and it wasn't. There were fuck ups with metadata and traits on death and taxes. So it could be, don't know. But I'm playing this game. I'll play any modest game, man. For the financial side, it's worth it. That one, that one is a gift. By the way, I think I said this before, but these names up here. Let's read one of them, but it includes the token ID. So dot whatever is the token number. That could be it. Some IPFS uploads to different places. So it's like it like not like a redundancy thing, but it's like okay, we're filled here, let's move on here. Yeah. But it would be weird if it did that, why it took just one out of the whole collection, just one, and it put that one in one place. Could be weird, could be nothing. Hang on. So this one, wait, is that animated? These are so he's a great artist, man. Yeah, it's a gift too. Okay. Again, there's not a ton of PNGs. I found like 5. I'm just assuming there's a lot more than that. But spot checking it, they're mostly GIFs. What do you make of that, Moonship? What do you read into the PNG versus GIF? Fluky thing, nothing burger, or maybe there's more to those pieces? And boy, I'm gonna scroll till I find some of the really like weirdo looking shit. Some of this looks like that guy looks great. Some of these are just like, there's grails and collections. There's some of them like that guy's amazing. That guy's fucking amazing. Some of them just stand out and they're different, and some of them they'll be different because they have a bigger role to play. That right there is fucking amazing too. Some grails here. Some people are going to make some serious money on this, and actually, we're going to check. We're going to check sales here in a minute. I want to show you what some of these are doing on secondary. I think the highest we've seen. Look at that fucking thing. I think the highest sale we've seen is like 0.2, maybe 0.23, something like that. Nothing crazy yet, but like, man, we can get crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just there too then. Could just be that's how it was saved. Could be he's got a plan. You just don't know. He's the kind of guy who could or would make, you know what I mean? He's the kind of guy that would plan something like that. Doesn't mean he did. Amazing. Fucking amazing. This is one of the few guys out there who's doing AI art the right way, right? Like thought provoking, fucking interesting, right? That to me, that one right there, I think that one's the grail of the collection though, right? It's all about follow the white rabbit thing, right? Or whatever. That's the one, man. Might be a few more. I haven't seen all of them too. So I do think we're going to get more minted. The fact that it said pre-sale on the site makes me think there is going to be a public sale. Edge, was that you? Hang on, Edge, was that yours, the bunny one? I hope it is, dude. A 0.2 ETH sale 30 minutes ago. Why? Huh. I mean, it's really cool looking, but why for this? It's the FP5. So maybe it's going to have some like hidden perks, some kind of bonus, whatever. Could be that. Point one. Here's me. Here's 0.15. Here's 0.14. Some people just taking some of those lower offers, 0.08, still above mint. Oh, the point. Wait, you bought the 0.2 one? You bought that one? He's cool looking, man. So you grabbed from the FP5. If I were a betting man, clearly I fucking am. I think they'll have some kind of bonus perk. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a little bonus perk. If this is a game like Death and Taxes or something, I think they're gonna have something. Now, like for Death and Taxes, it wasn't like a huge perk. It was like you get a bribe. You got a bribe, meaning you could get out of paying your taxes. If somebody audits you, you got one freebie, one out of jail, card. So like it was something. Nice. Dude, I think you've got one of the highest secondary buys. Here's point two. People like those ones that are all black. And then when you hover, when they're animated, they're super flashy. Why that one, Edge? Would you yeah, you liked it. Yeah, it's fucking cool. I like how like his eyes are so lit up. He's cool. But yeah, I like that he's I like that he's that, FP5. Okay, so we got to see if there's going to be a public sale for these. And if not, we got to see if there's a memento sale. I would bet money that there's going to be a memento sale, right? Like everything he does, mementos are usually taken care of. So I think we'll get a memento sale at the very least. So if people missed out, swap like it'll probably be 3 mementos for one of these. And at that case, if he does that, I'm probably going to swap 3 because again, the mementos he usually, if there's a bonus thing about him, he usually gives it to the memento minted things. So, but I like this guy a lot. He's cool. I like my crew. Like him, this guy's pretty damn cool. This one I love. That one I love. This one I love a lot, but there's one that looks exactly like him. Exactly like him. Same like face, same pose, like same zoom, like orientation, same red shit. Just the red shit's a little different pattern. But there's one, so I love it. But the fact that he's got a twin makes me love it like not less, but it's different. I'd rather it be unique. Okay. This means proxy. So the first part before the period, it's proxy dot and then the token number. So this is proxy 542. That's what that all means. Okay. All right. Still chatting with Open Class, and if he's found anything else in the collection. Um okay, he's still scanning. And he's saying the biggest thing to focus on is Silas. He's like, that's the thing. And man, if you knew Silas, if we knew the Silas thing, I bet when you mint and it asked for the code, I bet that would unlock something cool for you. Like a special mint. Yeah, sale. But it was right on this screen where you could enter a code, and I think Silas would have gotten you something cool. Man, he's a brilliant dude, though. And I'm still trying to find out on X how you can find an account's first follows because I saw somebody saying like, if you want to know who Modest is, look at the first few accounts he followed, and you can't see it anymore. You used to be able to go just infinitely scroll back, and now you can't. So like, I don't know. But I think some people out there really know who Modest is. I think it'd be interesting to find out. I love this dude, man. He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. His art's so good, but he's just clever and his games are fun. And dude, more of this shit, please. Just more fun on-chain mints and on-chain fuckery and like more. Like, please, more of this. Collections under 700. Do we see a collection that's in the thousands or do we see like 1,000 total? I think it's gotta be. I think he's got to keep it under death and taxes, right? Which 6,900 basically, 6,969. I think he's got to keep it under that. But does it stay like under 1,000? Would be really cool to have a much smaller collection. Have I done that yet? I think not. And I do have a mine that's on death and taxes, but it was just managing, like keeping track of the treasury and like super light stuff. I should ask him if he can track, but actually, fuck, he could do that because he's got a really good X skill. That might be the right thing to put on it. Actually, fuck it. Hang on, let me ask him right now. Okay, hang on. I have to pay for him. Hang on, real quick. I need to buy some cognition. Okay, I am. I'm going to ask the mind to do some forensics and tell us who Modest is. All right, give me a minute. I'm topping this bad boy up. All right. Boom. Okay. Modest-minded. Okay. I don't think you'll be able to find it, but dude, you never know. I still think it's crazy that that mind found my dad's junior high like his junior high school picture and tracked down some like interesting family shit that I didn't know. That was so cool. Okay. All right, so just asked him. I don't think we'll find him. I just don't think there's enough out there. But would be fucking cool. Would be real cool. Okay. Okay, there was another thing I saw here about this collection. Let me search the word because somebody in a post, and it was like a cryptic thing. It was like somebody uncovered something, and it mentioned it might have been a modest post, but it mentioned monkey. Again, way reading into shit. Like I know, but like there's the monkey trait in evaders. Does it mean anything? Like like I don't think so, but there was something that was cryptic, and it was like something monkey. And I'm like, well, shit. Do I delist the monkey evader? Proxies are only part of the story. Find the uplink. Find Silas. Oh, that's what this translates to. Again, we have the code for Silas now. Here's some stuff on the contract. Some functions on the shout out blocks. Love this guy. Function add story, add creator story, add collection story. Yeah, this is going to be a big old like on chain story. This is reminding me a lot. And Modest has reminded me of this for a while. Cyber brokers. Like you guys remember cyber brokers? Like the shit Modest does on chain reminds me of cyber broker stuff, like Josie. Might not mean shit, but dude, look at that thing. Man, that's so good. So good. What's up, Andrew? How are you, man? Where was the monkey comment, man? I want to find the monkey comment because it's like probably a nothing burger, but I'm, we're looking, we're grasping at anything right now. Anything. Um, let's see. You know what makes my day, dude? It's so stupid, but it makes my fucking day. Um, hang on. I know this is so lame. Oh, dude, quick follow up. End of yesterday's stream, we were like following that spaces, right? From the, dude that we thought was a scammer. It was a scammer. It was a scammer. He deleted his account. Also, oh, dude, let me mention this right now because I actually think this is important. I actually think this is important. God damn it. Dude, I want to find the it's so lame that I care about this, but I do. It's that right there. I'm sorry. It like I can't not love getting a like from Yatsu. So I was thinking about messaging him. I have been messaging people to get him on the show, like weekend streams. And I wanted to message him and I didn't, but I wanted to say, dude, pop in for 5 minutes, dude. Like, let's do this super casual thing. Like, not playing. I know he's a kind of a busy guy, right? But like, pop in, say hello. Like, what do you think of this? What do you think NFTs right now? Shit, just like super casual, super candid. Like, and like I said, I want to do this little off the clock segment. Like these like guys from the industry just share some real thoughts and like, I don't know, dude, would be cool. It'd be cool. Okay, Brian Brinkman. I've thought about this before. Oh yeah, let me hit that real quick. Did Henry get his mutant? So he was chatting with a guy after the stream, And the guy's like, no, 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 it's coming. He's like, it's coming. He's like, and I'm going to send it in a few minutes because he's like, I'm using the engagement right now. He was just like leading him on, right? Like stupid shit. Deleted the account. So no, Henry didn't get the mutant. The guy deleted his account. Like it was like clearly a fucking scammer. Fuck these guys, man. Like we got to get these scumbags out of NFTs. Like it's so stupid. Man, Andrew, I'll bet. I'm glad for you, dude. Dude, it's nice that the weather's changed. I fucked my back up yesterday. Got out and walked this morning, and then ran probably just like 5 minutes, but felt so I like being outside. I'm actually glad the treadmill broke because the outside shit's nice. Yeah, dude, Gravity, he sucked. You could tell. You could just tell. You could just tell. And yeah, so then he deleted the account, gone. You know, he made $4,000 off the mint, which is crazy. It's crazy you can make $4,000 just being a shithead. And it's like $4,000 isn't nothing. Like it's not a lot of money in this space, but also it's $4,000 the guy made. I made four fucking grand. Okay, hang on. What's the status or what is Silas? Okay, let me see what he's got. Silas is not a token. Silence is a lore entity clue. Silas is architect 1, lead architect. Silas is the lead architect of the Department of Death, which is death and taxes. Dude, this is gonna get deep. Dude, this is so cool. He is the fugitive burned admin. He is the creator holder of the kill switch subnet resistance path. The website says subject Silas redacted. Role lead architect Department of Death. Alias Silas.eth. We need to go look at that. Status, hang on. Status burned fugitive. Burned fugitive. Huh. Is there going to be a burn with this collection too? With this new collection proxies? Is there going to be something like Death and Taxes where you do a thing to stay in the game? Like, right, there is a function in the contract where it's writing a story. Is there something that keeps you in the story as a fugitive? And if you don't stay in the story, you're burned. And I wonder if you're going to have to pay to do it. And if you pay to do it, if that money goes into the treasury of Death and Taxes. Kind of sounds right. That can't be a real ENS, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do with that. Silas.eth. I don't know. So status burned fugitive. Node list, I don't know what this means. Node 1, Silas decrypted. Others locked. Ilara, Vance, Marcus, Oracle. Access code to the site's mainframe is Silas. The second collection, there's another collection. It's got to be, man, dude, there's so much more to this thing. The upload link is real. The upload link contract. Let's copy that. I need to see if there's a place on that site. Yeah, this is a contract related to this new thing. Uplink. We got to figure out what the uplink thing is. There's the uplink, and the uplink thing references another contract here. The second collection, it's please stand by for the apocalypse, and it's connected to evaders. This has got to be what, the evaders contract, or were they testing this one? Dude, there's some, again, it's story. I'm not saying this is like a big money fucking thing, but it's like the story. There's a lot more going on. Okay. My read, this is from OpenClaw. My read, Silas is the first unlocked architect node in the puzzle. Find Silas means find the site mainframe path, then use the uplink contract to enter the next layer. So where on the site do we enter that code? There's going to be somewhere here to enter that Silas code. And that thing was up at one point. Like there was a place to enter a code. I wonder if you have to just pick the right parameters. Oh, hang on. Yep. Yep. What does that mean? Subnet 0 active, architect nodes 1 of 5 decrypted, burned entities recovered, active ghost proxies. Oh man, what are we getting into here? The manifesto, department archives, that's got to be from death and taxes. Target nodes. Silas decrypted. Okay. Okay. So everything OpenClaw Gaming is on the site, right? What do we do with all this shit? Let me walk it back. Let me go back to the start. This is so cool. How did we get in there? We got in there by picking any of these. And to get out of checkout, you had to go into subnet. Okay. Hang on. Okay. You just have to pick the right options here. Okay. No oversight. So you're minting a robot or like an agent, and if it's compliant or whatever, if you need unshackled or you need the subnet override. Unauthorized configuration detected. So what were the other names he had? Hang on. Because can we put those in and get to the other like nodes or whatever? Like if we put Alara in there. Like this shit's so cool. You have to do both of these, I think. Unshackled and subnet override. Let's try advance. Nope. Marcus, nope. All right, hang on. All right, someone at my door. BRB. Weird. Since fucking when does Amazon ring your doorbell when they drop off a package? What the fuck is that? That's actually kind of annoying. Has Amazon ever rung your doorbell for like a package? Like if they're like I think when I got my Mac Mini, they did. I had fucking Excedrin delivered. Excedrin and a fucking like little Bluetooth thing. Since when do they fucking ring your doorbell for a package? That's super annoying. Like my kids are sleeping, you know? I mean, like whatever, but weird. Okay. Yeah, what else do we do here? Okay, I used the Silas override and got into a new part of the site. What can I do from there? Wait. That's formatted different. Hang on. What was that code again? Code is S. Is that different from what? Oh, it's 5. Okay, 5 instead of the S's. Oh, wait. So does that mean the other ones we need to swap just some of the characters? Like Alara. Like maybe that's what we do with those. Right? Instead of Alara, is it 3LARA? Or like 3-1? No. No. Could it be? Could it be that, or is there something that needs to get unlocked first? Oracle, like 0. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. That's the new subset. Oh, in that subnet mainframe area, do this. Go to Department Archives, check every file. This is the rich lore. Key file so far, frag recovery protocol. It says burn data, evader fragments. Okay. Burn data, evaders, or fragments can overload the Oracle and force reboot. Okay. Go to target nodes. It confirms the objective. Silas is unlocked. Remaining locked nodes. Okay. It says locate proxies, decrypt overrides. Okay, so go to the manifesto. Let's get in here a little. This is fucking cool. We're gonna have to full screen this. Cutie, no, dude, that's wild. That's wild. That's fucking awesome, man. Okay, okay, hang on. It's so dark. Hang on, I wish there was like a light mode here. Where do we want manifesto? What did he say to do? Okay. Okay, we want manifesto. Click connect proxy. Okay. This opens a diagnostic sidebar with tools like SDF concentric binary.memory dump. Okay. I checked the source of these flash placeholder lines, but still worth visually checking. Okay. He said he already checked this. Click open uplink contract. Where is that? Boom. Okay. Here's the contract. It's here. It has a function called uplink. Don't randomly transact unless you're okay spending gas, but this appears to be how eligible wallets register progress. Okay. His read is find the special proxies, use uplink, unlock the next architect node. From there, collect screenshots from department archives and target nodes. And if you're connected with your wallet, whether uplink is available. Okay, hang on. So let's go to right. Wait. Nope, not there. This sucks because I don't want to connect my wallet. Like I trust Modest and all, but like here, let's go back here. Uplink contract. Man, where do you get like right and all that stuff? Contract here. No, here. Remember where you can like read and write a contract? You can like write to the contract. Man, I got to find a group who's diving into this shit. What's up, man? GM. All right, let's see. Let's see who in the modest chat is doing shit here. I'm going to tell the modest crew we're digging in here live. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. And I'm kind of stuck because I don't want to connect my wallet. And I also don't remember where you connect your wallet. Like dude, it's been here we read contract, write contract. Here we go. So there's gonna be fields here if you connect your wallet. Like fuck it, I think I'm gonna do it. But it's gonna tell you if you do or don't have access. So which wallet let me peek, which wallet has maybe like my T5 thing, whatever, or FP5, whatever that is. Let's see. I still think that one's interesting. Which account? Yeah, I don't want to connect my main wallet. I don't mind this one as much. I don't think I have any crazy shit on here. And like I trust it. Maybe I should probably just throw on Pocket Universe, I guess, huh? Let's try it. So I think what I need to do maybe is connect that wallet to the website, access that, that thing put in the Silas code. It grants me the access. But that doesn't write anything to you know what I mean? Like there's no on-chain transaction. So I don't know how that would like whitelist my address or anything. Let me see if I'm cool. Let me see if I'm cool like connecting this. I think I am. Why not? Fuck it. Dude, how do you switch in OpenSea? It's so annoying. There we go. Okay, so I have these two in here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got some shit in here. Whatever. Yeah, my V1's in here. I don't know. Should I just turn on Pocket Universe and feel like a little more safe? Probably should. Where is that? Fuck. Let's just raw dog it. Oh, so okay. Well, I switched my wallet. That's why. Connect. I don't like this. What do we write? Um, yeah, I don't know what I'm writing, but I wrote something. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So there's me. I did the uplink thing. So that's me. So let me send this to OpenClaw, see what I did. So let me see what OpenClaw reads that happened in this transaction. It might just be writing. It just might be like some kind of like dummy transaction, like it's on chain, but that might be the step. That might be all you're supposed to be doing. There's a timer on the really. Where'd you see that? Edge, where'd you see a timer? Was it on here? Okay. No oversight, subnet override. Oh, no shit. Okay. Um, and our code was hang on, let me write that code down. And it told me what the code is just Silas with the dollars. Oh, no, no. It's a 5 instead of an S. Okay. Oh, it only gives you 3 minutes here. Okay. Okay. Okay, here's what that transaction did. Okay. Um confirmed your transaction succeeded. Here's what happened. You called uplink from blah 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 blah. Event emitted, uplinked. Your uplink pushed the count to 75. My wallet is eligible because I hold 2 proxies. And it says please stand by for the oh, I have 2 proxies and one please stand for the apocalypse, which is what? Is that one of his additions? What is please stand by for the apocalypse? I'm eligible because well, I'm just going to ask it. Is there like an ERC20 that maybe gets dropped in your wallet? So let me peek at my address here. Dude, I got to clean this up. I'm going to get very, very fucking lost here. But whatever. Please, please stand by for the apocalypse. It shouldn't be an ERC20, but yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay, he's going to tell me, but hang on. Here's what we got. The contract is checking for one or both of these collections. So again, proxies or a standby for the apocalypse. Oh, dude, I thought. Hang on, I thought that was one of his edition titles, like the beach one with the wall. No? Okay, that was escape hatch. So what's please stand by for the apocalypse? I literally can't remember. Okay. Next thing to do, refresh the mainframe site after uplinking. Okay, so we're probably running out of time there. Well, I guess I did that. That time's going to run out. Check if target nodes changed from one of 5 decrypted, which it didn't. So you must need to have a certain number of people uplink. Certain number of people need to uplink here. And then it probably opens up whatever's next. Okay, hang on. And it says check if any other text has changed. Watch for new posts or clues. Like it's too much. It's too much, bro. It's too much. But maybe. And what else? Watch for other post clues. Um okay. So I asked him what is a please stand by for the apocalypse token. He said it's a separate NFT collection by the same creator. Here's the breakdown. Death and taxes evaders. Hang on. No, we already did that. Connect proxy. Something there could have changed. Something somewhere had to have changed from uplinking. Or again, it's when enough people do the uplink, then we get some kind of update. What is I'm just going to search OpenSea for um please stand by for the apocalypse. Funny enough, maybe that's one of his NFTs that I thought was like a scam NFT and I have it in hidden. Maybe it's in that wallet. I need to find that I need to find the real name though. Hang on. Um He's saying it's a separate NFT collection by the same creator. Here's the breakdown. And he's telling me about evaders. It's a character game piece in the same Diotech universe. Each token is a citizen. See, he's talking about death and taxes, though. He's giving me all these details about death and taxes. So, Vaders equal regular people resisting the Oracle's automated tax system. Oracle AI took over, imposed crushing taxes. Alara, Architect 2, tried to stop it with a kill switch. Silas went fugitive. The evaders are citizens fighting back. Interesting. The wallet that uplinked before me owns evader token number 10. So the uplink contract is gating on holding proxies plus evaders. What does that mean? But I'm still stuck on what is standby. Please stand by for the apocalypse. It's an ERC 1155. I just got to remember what that looks like. That looks like Modest, but I don't think that's really him. So wait. What if we check our what if we check our hidden? Is that a hidden? Like I'm telling you, I've had some NFTs that are Modest that I didn't think were actually him. but maybe they are. No, I don't see it. And it might be a different wallet, which is why I'm like maybe extra confused. See, like here, I think is one of the fake ones. I think Gunslinger. Yeah, here's another. I think those are fake, but that's not at all what he's talking about. Yeah, Gunslinger by Modest, I think is fake. Yeah, fake. Collaborators. This one I actually think is real. On shape, I actually think that might be real, but I'm not sure. So, like, yeah, still. Um, dude, this is so cool. Oh, hang on. Search the contract address. Okay. No, no, no. I do check. I'm just like kind of juggling here. Um, God damn it. I wish I could copy this. But you know what I'm wondering is it said I had one in my wallet, but I don't. So I'm not sure why it's saying, or are you saying I pulled it up? Did I actually pull it up? I don't remember ever having that, but it said, like, I'm using OpenClaw here to try to dig through stuff, and it's saying I had one. Post-mortem, is it? Okay. All right. That helps. Hang on. All right. So let me just get back to that wallet. Hidden. Fuck, I'm all over the place here. Nope, wrong wallet. This one. No, wrong wallet still. Oh, dude, I can't stand the OpenSea interface. Okay. No, that should be it. This is the wallet I did it from. Maybe I unhid it. I don't know. This is the wallet I made that transaction from, and I don't see it in hidden. So if it's not hidden, like I just don't see it. But whatever. Oh, dude, I'm stupid. I got you. Okay. All right. All right. That's cool. Um, interesting. So then, yeah, some of the additions count. Let's see. Okay. Now it's telling me the upload requirement is hold at least one proxy plus at least one evader. I'm gonna quit just searching because I'm retarded. Don't you do, dude? I'll click it and I'll lose everything. You know it. Oh, dude. If that's it or if that's a copy or whatever, I don't know. But it's definitely modest, or a ripoff. Oh, dude, this is that new collection he did, right? Yeah, this is that newer thing he did. That like set he put out. That's right. Yeah, I definitely don't own any, so it was weird that it was telling me I had this in my wallet. Edge, you got into. Okay, cool. So I wonder what we have to do though to unlock um those next few, right? Like after Silas, what were they called? After Silas, we've got Alara, Vance, Marcus, and Oracle. How do we unlock them? How do we unlock them? Because yeah, now I'm stuck. And we're gonna get booted in 50 seconds here. Mainframe access active. Okay, hang on. Probably got to go through all this stuff. All of it. Dude, what is this man cooking? Telling you, it reminds me of cyber brokers. It does. And what is all this? This is like the important shit, it feels like. But what can we do with that? And I wonder what other progress people have made. And I also wonder if there's anything different if you access with a different model. I don't think so. Yeah, how do we start unlocking these files? What does OpenClaw say to do next? Okay, where we're at. We got into the mainframe using the code Silas. Uplink on chain now up to 76. Silas is decrypted. Okay, what to do next in order? Read every archive file, go through all 15 files. It says the most important one for the next step is frag recovery protocol, which is where? This here. The Oracle thinks burn data is dead. It isn't. Evaders are still in the subnet. If we can reconstruct their fragments, we can overload the Oracle's processing queue and force a hard reboot. So I think it's a matter of getting enough people to do that uplink thing. Like right click on one of these. Maybe. Oh, on the other part, the yellow stuff. There might, yeah, actually, we probably can read it that way, or we'll see something there. Here, I'm going to do that on another screen. I'm paranoid being a crypto bro. Expecting anything on my browser. Yeah, there's probably something there. Um, All right, I'm going to come back to that in a second. Let me see what OpenClaw said next. Okay, so it said to go through frag recovery protocol, most important thing. That's the meta instruction for unlocking Alara. Fragments equal the on-chain story events on proxy tokens. 2, it says go to the manifesto, click connect proxy. It opens visual tool sidebar. The shaders have placeholder clues labeled clue 2, 3, 4. Okay. We got to reconnect. Oh, man. Okay. Go to the manifesto, connect proxy. Wait, was that it? Yeah. Sidebar, the shaders, SDF, this one here, have placeholder clues labeled clue 2. Where does it see that? Anyway, it's saying that one and mem dump. I don't see a mem dump. Radar. Oh, this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Duh. These guys here. Okay. Those few and Cipher Shift have placeholder clues labeled clue 2, 3, 4. Those aren't live yet in the HTML, meaning they'll be activated later as more nodes are unlocked. Worth checking live in the browser now in case it updated since I downloaded the file. Okay. Watch for the next on-chain clue to drop. Some of this might be coming from Modest too, I think. Some of it might be gate kept by him. Watch for the next on-chain, blah, 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 blah. The story events like token 42 cipher message are how Modest drops puzzle breadcrumbs. Run this monitor script. Okay, so he's giving me a script. It'll alert you to new story events or metadata updates. Okay. Check the Diotech site right now live in the browser. The HTML I have might be outdated. The uplink count just hit 76. If there's any threshold triggers, 50, 100, whatever, okay, that makes sense. So maybe when we hit 100, something happens. Maybe something on the site updates. We're watching maybe for that to update to tell us like Alara's like unlocked. The cipher on token 42, finish decoding it. Token 42 story, evaders still has unmapped symbols that likely spells something actionable, maybe like a wallet address or another code. The cipher on token 42. So we need to look at token 42. And yeah, we're probably waiting for. We're probably waiting a little on Modest. Is token 42 the bunny thing? Like that real cool one? I think it is. I think the thing I was looking at is pretty meaningless, though. PNGs versus GIFs. I don't think it matters. Where the metadata is hosted doesn't matter. Like it still could, but probably not. 42. Which was this guy here. Something about this guy, supposedly. Let me ask it. Okay, what's special about token 42? Okay. Scan came back 18 log events in the last block range, so it's checking the contract here too. No new story or metadata update events. This is now polling in the background, so if it finds something, if there is a change, it's going to notify me, which is pretty cool. In the meantime, okay, nothing that helps right now. Let me see separately. We got the mind digging into Modest. Identity status. The subject explicitly defines the handle. Okay, hang on. I think he's got nothing. No publicly disclosed real world name or physical identity associated with the handle. We know. The modest persona is a curated, anonymous artist entity. We know. Just keep digging, looking for clues. Biggest clue is find his earliest follows. He's not going to be able to find this. Whatever. I love it. Vader's waking up. Chat's getting a little more active here. Love it. Yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna. I bet today we're gonna unlock something new. But I'm still wondering why he's saying this one was important. Whatever that was, I must have missed. Um, okay, here's what's special about 42. The owner, and it's the person who holds post-mortem number 10, the ultra rare, if that's true, um, is likely a core insider team wallet. Don't know if that's true. Attribute FP5. Yeah. Only a subset of tokens have FP5, but we know what that is. We know what FP5 is. Token 42 in the contract maps to display number 52. I don't know what that means or why. The on-chain story event decodes to something. Decoded evaders RO question mark OY. Here, just for the hell of it, let's throw this code in. This won't do anything, I'm positive, but but we're grasping. Nah. No. So we're missing a couple symbols here. Oh, it's about the reboot or something. But yeah, we're missing some symbols still, so we can't translate or decipher this one fucking message. And again, I don't know what it's for or means or whatever. Um, Bottom line, token 42 is special because it's held by a key insider wallet, which I don't know that it is, but it's the only token that has a cipher story event written to it, a direct puzzle clue left on chain. Okay, so I mean, there's something there. Yeah, token 42. Let's see who owns it. Yeah, I don't know that that's an insider. It's just a collector. I'm guessing, but who got far enough in that got a story thing written. Cutie, was there a stablecoin new thing? Are we talking like the Clarity Act or Genius Act? Yeah. So Maki supposedly has got a story event. Do we know who that is? Here, let's see if we can find him. Oh, I want to come back to that Brinkman thing. There's Maki. Okay. Maki supposedly has cracked some of the code. Let's see what that is. Okay, that translates to, let's see. And if he's posting this shit before the collection minted, oh, is he part of the team? Why is he posting like White Rabbit stuff? Oh, yeah, this is probably somebody on the team. Oh, maybe not. All right, OpenClaw is deciphering that. Okay, we got to follow Maki. Maki's onto something. Is this part of the story maybe that he's found? But yeah, what's up with this White Rabbit thing? Maybe it's just a random ass thing. But it is weird that the White Rabbit thing is all over this story, right? So let's see if we can decipher what this is too. Okay, it did I kill my open claw? I might have like fuck. I might have hit some kind of limit on open claw. I'm just using the $20 GPT plan. I was worried it was too good to be true, as in like GPT 5.5 was working really well, so now I'm pushing it more. It's working. I was worried I was gonna hit some kind of limit. That would suck. Yeah, I think he's dead. Damn. I'm not against upgrading that $200 plan. But I don't want to. Damn, I was looking forward to. Yeah, fuck. It's supposed to fall back to my open router, which I've only got like $10 in credits there. Maybe I can bump that up. But yeah, I think I've hit a GPT limit. Don't know if it's daily. Don't know. Yeah. Fuck, that sucks. Had a lot of work to do today. All right. Well, I think the biggest win today, it's finding the right thing. That was easy. And other people found it. But I think it's finding Maki. I think Maki knows shit. I think Maki knows shit. Pretty sure he does. And I really want to find this, whatever this is. Like, what's he doing with this white rabbit? What is that address? Okay, this was 6 days ago. Yeah, I don't know if it's an NFT. or if that was him. I don't know. I don't know what. And now I lost my companion. Fuck. Yeah. I hit a limit here. Um well, now I got to go troubleshoot OpenClaw. Let's see what if I hit a daily limit or if I hit a I don't know. Can I ask ChatGPT that? Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna maybe ChatGPT can tell me. Boy, I didn't use it a fuck ton, but I used it more. Um, GPT Plus has a limit of 3,000 messages a week. Have I sent? I don't think I've sent 3,000, but OpenClaw has different limits here. Fuck, man. I just want to I just want to see what the story's about, man. I just want to see. I don't know. This collection might cook. All right, I'm still curious if he's going to have a memento sale. And if he's gonna have a public sale. I bet there's no public sale. I think just memento sale. So we'll see. I guess that's probably it for now. Well, fuck. You know what? Let me hit the Brinkman thing real quick. Short, but I actually think he's right. I was thinking about this a long while ago, and it makes perfect sense. Brian Brinkman says, "My theory is that we'll be perpetually stuck seeing NFTs from 2021 repumping because AI bots are going to recommend them due to the total volume and news articles about them. They'll always be maybe to AI like the most significant collections. You know what I mean? It kind of makes sense. Like it kind of makes sense that that could happen. Like AI is going to get smarter and it'll understand the context more and it'll understand that they died off. But like AI is always going to look at those as like those top performers because of what they did. It's a pretty fucking good point. And I don't hate it. I don't hate that. I don't. Um, quickly just want to look at GVC and like Normie's floors. Normie's actually came up a bit today, and I do think they're going to get back to like point 0.2 and I think 0.25, and I think they can do even 0.5 ish. I think that's kind of like the high end for me is like maybe 0.5. And like I said, I'm kind of turned off by Normies after hearing their spaces. Also, I still think these heading into Mega TGE, I think these might get real interesting. The all the NFTs on Mega ETH, but normies to 0.16. I will be breaking mine off soon. I just don't like spaces where the only talk is price. Is literally talking about price and buying up the floor and like fucking they're too cheap right now. And I you know like I get it. I get it. Like, but when that's like the main talk is that stuff, that's always been a red flag to me. And Cirque's a good dude. So Cirque isn't a red flag, but that kind of like spaces that is the talk is definitely a red flag. Definitely a red fucking flag. God, I love this guy. He'll never sell for 4 plus. But I will get my ETH back from him. I don't want an ETH. I want to keep him. I don't want an ETH for him. I'll keep him, or we'll see in the long run if Modest turns into what I think he's going to turn into. Next ACK. That's it. You know what I mean? Like that's the path he's on. You know, like people compare him to X copy. I think that's cool. But like that's kind of unrealistic. Like, you know, like nobody's gonna get to that X copy level in years and years and years and years. Maybe somebody will be, but I don't know. But ACK level for him, that's where Modest is heading, and he's well on his way there. And dude, it played out like a thought too. That Death and Taxes was gonna put him on the radar for people who didn't know who he was. It's exactly what happened. Now everybody knows who he is, at least. Doesn't mean they're collecting him or whatever, but they know who he is. And the more he keeps doing this shit, the more he's going to be like that guy. And he's, you know, the art community knows and respects, like fucking loves him. and the art collectors, same thing. And I think he's going to get like unavoidable. ACK level is where he's going. And I say this every stream now. I think mementos are pretty much the best buy out there. Pretty much the best buy out there. So yeah, I think he's going to open up. I just would guess he's going to open up some of these to memento holders. Not a ton. He'll either do it for like a 24-hour period, 3 mementos for one of these new guys. 3 mementos for a proxy. It'll be something like that. If it's like 4 or 5, I'd be surprised, but it could happen. But I think we'll see 3. Keeps it open for 24 hours, 48 hours at the most. I don't think there's gonna be a public sale at all. I think this is just a game for the people who played. And I wonder if there's gonna be like a financial like side to it too. Like, right, gets people want that guy's fucking sweet. Wow. Yeah, that guy's awesome. Now I'm thinking about it too, though. The ones that are PNGs, some of the animations are set like real low animations, right? So maybe it's just easier, save space, whatever, to make it a PNG and not have it animate as opposed to just burning space to burn space to make it a GIF. Could be. Yeah, so I probably read too much into the PNG thing. But that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, just a few of them, but that would make sense. God, these are so great. Um I listed my Michael Jackson just because the Michael Jackson hype. He's not going to sell, but you know, you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game. I do want to flip out of this guy, the pendulum. Just get some ETH and play more stuff. What else? Anything else cooking? People still throwing offers at the lowball stuff, but the I Love LA Larva Labs mint. Dig that. Dig that shit. I don't know. I'm pretty excited where things are kind of trending right now. 78K. There we go. Do we get over 80 this week, man? Over 80 this week. Totally possible. Um All right, I'm going to keep checking the tax evaders group. If there's progress today, I'll hop back live and we can dive into this shit. Maybe I just need to start doing that more often too. Like anybody who's just new tuning in, I stream we stream on the weekend starting at 7 a.m. and we go a few hours. But I might just start popping in live when we got progress in proxies, in death and taxes, and just start, like it's this big old cipher. It's fun to crack together. So as we're figuring it out, probably we'll just jump live and we can share it on the screen and try to crack some of the code together. Cool shit. Modest rocks, huh? Anyway, guys, enjoy your Sunday. See you later, maybe. Otherwise, enjoy. Have a great week. We'll see you guys. Peace.